met him after the last class, and then he texted me. He goes, "Should I still come back? I looked at it."
Yeah, we passed him walking down. I was like, your stuff is like.
The most challenging problem might be frames. So that's why I'm gonna cover two problems, the frame topics. This is one problem that is in homework. So, but I'm not gonna solve all reaction. We want to find the pin reaction. These are pin, right? One pin here, one pin there. One pin here, there, right? So this is not a pin, this is a rhodes. So looking at this problem, this one, it has two forces, right? It's a pin, point E, we have two forces. If we are looking at this problem, we can definitely we can simply say that in the E, we have EX and EY, correct? This one is AY. Do we have any EX in this pen?
Yes.
Yes or no? No. No, it's a pin. Normally with the nature, by the nature of the pin, we're gonna have two forces. But when we look at this problem, we have only one external force, this one. There is only one force, vertical force. Then there is no X. We can solve it. We can prove it. We put that summation of forces in X direction. Definitely, we can find that force is zero. Okay. Then this member, if we don't have this force, it will be like a truss member. You remember truss member? Every force that you have in the truss is going to be along the truss member. But this is multiple force. This member is not going to be in truss anymore. So if it was truss, because in the truss we don't have the force in in the member. Vertical with angle, nothing applied along the member. It's going to be on the joints. The force is always on the joint in the truss member, truss structure. But if it was truss and we wanted to look at the forces, it was either compressive or tension. But now we cannot say it's going to be compressive or tension, because there is one force here. So we cannot make it like that. So when we look at that member, it's going to have two forces. Two forces. Okay? So do not simply make it like this. Because of this force. There is a force along this line, along this member, so that's why we have to assume two forces on each joint, B and D. Okay? So where is it that we want to find the B, C? Okay, let's find. When you see this type of problem, you have to assume free body diagram for each member. If I go here, B, correct? This one is A, Y. This one is EY, and this one, let's say EX. And this one is 2000. This is point C. We use summation of fx, right? 0. Then we find EX, 0. So this is 0. So we have two unknown here, on the support. If we already use fx. Remember, you should, put this equation somewhere so you don't forget. Remember, for the midterm, like a previous midterm, you can bring one sheet of the equation. So if we already use fx, see whether we should use this one or this one. If we use fy, what happens? We have two unknown. It's not going to be helpful, right? How about m? You can use m and put m here, and then you can make a moment about this point or moment about this a. Let's use m about e 0. So how many forces do we have in that equation? We have this one and this one. AY times what? Times this distance, right? We are looking at this point. So 6, it's going to be 12, right? Everyone agree? So 12, is it positive or negative? Positive, but still negative. You're mid-semester. Then how about this one? This is a little tricky. It requires trigonometry. So we know that this portion, 4, this is 4, this is 4, right? And this portion is 6, because this is half, right? This is going to be 3. And how about from here to here? This is 2, right? This portion is 2. How about this one? We need, this area. Let me draw it different color. We need the perpendicular distance. We need this distance, right? So here is half, 6, and we know this is 3, we know this one is 2, the total is 6, so this is going to be 1. Right? So we have 2000 going down, so we're going to make positive moment. 2000 times 7, then nothing else, 0. So when you do it, this is going to go on the other side, negative is going to be canceled. So you will have a y $11.67. This $11.67. Okay, everyone? So we have this one. We want to find EY. Which option do we have? You can use this one again with respect to point A, or you use Fy. If you use Fy, you know this one, this value, you have this value, this is only EY is unknown. Let's use Fy, 0. So this is 1167 going up, 2000 going down, and then we have EY going up, will be 0. EY is 803.33. So now we have these two. 803, this one, 1167. So, but we need to find these two. This is our objective, right? Yes.
Is the only reason that you can use summation of mode on A is just because it's a roller? Like if it was a pin, could you use summation of mode?
Summation of moment at this point?
Correct.
Yeah, you can use it.
Is it just because it's a roller, or can you use that on?
No, you can use, summation of moment in any point. There is no question. No, why we cannot use it at this point? Why we cannot? No.
For some reason, I thought in the truss systems, there's certain points that you could not use.
Oh yeah, why? When we are looking at one joint,
Okay.
joint like let's say a joint A, right? So then you have this force, this. So because you are looking at one joint, you have only concurrent forces, summation of forces, the summation of moment they are not going to work. Summation of moment, they will work when it's going to make a rotation. This one is not going to rotate, right? Okay, next one, we want to find this too, right? If we go, we can focus, how many elements? We have one element here, one element there, one member here. If I go to this member, I have two unknowns at point C, right? Two unknown at point B. So how many unknown? I will have 4 unknown. It's going to be difficult, we cannot determine it. 4 unknown with 3 equations, you cannot solve it. How about I go to the member BD? Let's go with that one. Member B D. This is 2000, right? This one is 1. This one is 3, 6. B Y D X B X B Y. But here, what I can do is I still have 4 unknown. Right? This is 2 unknown, this is 2 unknown. But I can use summation of moment about point D. Point D. If I use that one, how many unknown will be gone? Only 2? Think about it. Which one?
dx, dy, and dx.
Yes. You see, when I use summation of moment at this point, dx is going through this point, it's going to be gone. These 2 are at this joint, they will be cancelled too. I will have only by in the equation. Then we can find it. Right? So let's go. This one is 200 or 2000? 2000. Yes. 2000 times what? 7, right? And then by times 12. So that by will be, it should be 1338, right? No?
How would it be 12? Well, but it's not. You're finding the.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
But
Yes,
AD
you got it.
is 12, BD is
It would be
smaller.
6.
It's Yeah, this portion is 3. This portion is 3, this portion is 3. Let me fix it. Yes, he's right. I have to change this one. So, this portion is 1, right? This portion is 3. The entire portion, this one is 2. Let me, 2,000 times 4, and then by times what?
6.
Yeah, that's good. Question?
Why is BY 6? Why is it not 4?
By
Because it's the
is
length
here,
of the member.
right?
Oh.
So this is half. So because it's half, you know, this is 4, this is 4. So it's gonna be right at the middle of this one.
So you get the 6 from the bottom.
6 is from A to the middle. This one is gonna be 3.
Yeah. But you're looking for the Y, right?
We are looking for the Y.
Yeah.
By. So we put the summation of m
Yeah.
around this point. So dy is going to go up, right? We put it going up. So we need this distance. How much is it?
Oh, it's 6.
Okay. Any question? So we got by. And then we go for we can find dy, but the question did not ask for it. What we can do next, we can draw the free body diagram for which member? This member, right? Let me erase this part. So I'm gonna draw this one. This is AY. AY is 1167. This one. Remember, this is one member, this is another member. Now I draw BY going up. When I go back to this member, how should I draw BY in this member?
Going down.
It should be opposite. Do it reverse. Do not use the same angle, direction. It should be reverse. BY is going down, and that one is this way. So this one, BX, you don't know, and this one, we're gonna pick CX and CY. So in this equation, we have 3 unknowns, right? Now we can solve it. So you tell me which equation I should go first. Those 3 equations, remember? Fx, Fy, moment. So we want to find all these 3 members. You can use Fy, right, to find this one, because Fy in this, is unknown. Fy, 0. Cy going up, By going down. This one going up, 1167, 0. Cy is how much? I think 166. You calculate, if you find a different number, let me know. So now we have this one. So if I use f of x, can I find these 2 unknowns? No. How about I use summation of moment? Moment about which point? About this point? No. We can use this point, right? Summation of M about point B, 0. So Cx this distance is 4, right? And clockwise, negative, this one is 1167 times what is the distance? 8. Why 8?
Would it be 3? Is it
3, right? So we need this portion, right? Perpendicular distance, line of action. Summational, no moment about this point. So force is here. So what is the distance? Distance is going to be half of this, 3. So 3. Then we find Cx a negative number. Cx is going to be 7 minus 751. So we find a negative number. So that means, that direction is incorrect. We can replace it. We show it 751 is positive number up there. So this is, correct. And then you use this one for the next problem, for the next, section, a step. Next step was, yes?
Did you have to add CY as well at the moment?
CY? Yes, good point. Yes, I forgot to add this one. See, this, when you are looking at, this point, this is gonna make a rotation, this is gonna make a rotation, counterclockwise. This one is gonna make a rotation, clockwise. Let me do it, maybe. CY, what is CY's? This one, positive, right? 166, is that right? Yes. What is the distance?
4.
Somebody says, 4. Somebody say, 3. Why? There are 2 different numbers.
Because they're not paying attention.
So look, my CY is here, right? I'm looking at this point. CY is going up. Line of action, my line of action is here. What is the distance now?
3.
Line of action between here and here. 3. So let me check my CY. I still get a negative number, which is Cx minus 751. So it means my Cx should go in this direction. This is the correct direction. Okay, so then I use fx to find this one, fx 0, right? 7, 5, 1. It's going this direction, negative. And how about this one? This one, bx, negative. This one, nothing. So bx is also negative. So that means, this direction is incorrect. So it should be like this, 7, 5, 1. This should be this way. So now you see, we have bx, by, cx, and cy. Sometimes, they ask you, what is the magnitude of the force at that pin? Magnitude of the force, reaction at that pin. If they ask you, then you have the x and y component, right? You have to use this equation. let's say C, CX, CY, it's gonna be this one, 751 plus 166 to the power of 2. Then you will find, a number that is gonna be the magnitude, right? Any question?
Will we be expected to do that step on the exam?
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you, to do that.
So we can leave it at X and Y at each one?
Yeah, just find, X and Y. Okay? X and Y. But later on, for the other courses, if they ask you, you should not be surprised. What is that one? Okay? Once you have X and Y component, you can find the magnitude. Any question? From this side, any question? All good? Should we go to the next one? Next problem?
I have a question.
Yes.
Whenever you're calculating your moment of B, how did you decide the distance for C of X was 4?
Say that again. Which?
How did you decide the distance for C of X? How did you figure out 4?
4.
Yeah, you multiply C of X by 4.
Oh
and
yeah,
B.
yeah. You see, I was looking at this side, right? This is summation of moment here, and my 2000 is going down. Line of action is this. So this is the middle from this point D to the middle was 3 meters. Is it 3 feet, 3 inches?
Okay, yeah. That
And
makes
then
sense.
from here is the 1.
Okay.
Add them up.
Right.
Okay, look at this problem. Think about it, then I'll start solving this problem for you. Again, this is a problem from homework. I'm gonna look at point B. Point B. Looks very simple, right? Two beam connected with here. We need to find forces, reaction at the point B. Look, this is a pin, right? Pin. This is a pin. So we have 2 pins. Every pin has 2 unknown. If we draw the free body diagram, we cannot find these 4 forces. Okay. Let's go to this member EC. E, this is B, right? This is C. Again, in this member, we cannot assume as a truss member, with a tension or compressive, because this has force in the center. If there was no force in the center, we could assume 2 force members. But now it's not like that. It's gonna be something with force going up, force this way. We'll have 2 forces in each point, each pin. So we have to assume B, X, and then by, this is cy, then cx. And how about this one? This one, 500. Now, if we want to find, our objective is to find this, right? Forces at point B. I have 4 unknown, but I can use, summation of moment about point C. If I use that equation, what happens? This is going to be out of question, and then I have bx in the problem. By is going through point C. Nothing. I have bx and e. What is bx times what? Bx times what? What is the distance? 5, right? So I'm looking at this point. So it's going this here. So 5. So counterclockwise, positive. And then I have E, 500 times how much? 6, right? 0. So my Bx will be 500 times 6 divided by 5. It's going to be 600. 600. I found one of the B, right? So at this point, I cannot proceed to find By. I'm going to go to the next member. Next member is AB. AB is like that. How should I draw the free body diagram? By, I draw going down. Now I have to draw it going up. By. Bx, it was going left. Now on this member should go right. Bx, By. And this one, I'm gonna draw it in opposite direction to cancel those forces. This is Ay, this is Ax. Did I include everything? No, I have this force, 200, right in the middle. What is Bx? I have it, which is 600. So, you tell me with one equation, I can find By and then I'm all set. Should I use Fx, Fy, moment? Moment about which point? Good. So By times 4 positive, then minus 200 times 2 meter. Then that's it. By will be 400 divided 100. So this is going to be 100. That's it. So you could not solve it, by drawing the free body diagram of these two members together. You have to split it. Focus in one, this member, and then focus on this member. Okay? Any question? So let's focus on the